Howdy everyone, my name is Konstantin. Welcome to Inside Russia, streaming live, giving you the latest updates about Russia. This particular update is about me personally. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for generally supporting, watching my videos, streams, participating in the community. Thank you so very much. I had a very hard time yesterday. I had a hard stream. One of those days when everything just feels very, how to say that, very painful. I felt crushed all day. I thought I felt better towards the stream, and I went live, and I was right in there in front of you. I shared some information I thought it was important, and it ended up being real hard. But thank you so much, because you helped me tremendously by commenting and by sharing, giving you support, giving very heartwarming words, prayers. I read every single comment after yesterday's stream. There are over 1,000 comments right now. Thank you so much. Still not feeling that grand. Bad news keep on coming in today, every single day. Well, I guess it's relative, depending on which side you look at it, the bad or good. Thing is, people die. They keep on dying. That's, to me, the worst news. I've decided to make a little lighter stream, much needed and long awaited. Questions and answers. I have been asked quite a few questions in the comments. There are quite a few new subscribers, new members of the community. And there are some usual suspects also asking me questions. So I've decided to go ahead and highlight a few questions I find interesting and answer. And of course, that's going to be, instead of my daily message, that's kind of my message to you today. And I will turn on the comments, and please go ahead and give me personal questions. I will answer them. So it's going to be the second part of the stream. Shall we? First, little bit of general information about myself, since we have quite a few new people recently joined the channel. So, who am I? What am I? I was born and raised in Russia, in the USSR. I was raised as a Soviet child. Then the USSR collapsed in front of my eyes in 1991, and I was living in post-USSR Russia. Very tough, but very interesting, fun time. Moved to the United States at age of 20, spent 9 years there. Traveled to many countries, lived in the US, ended up living in the USA for 9 years. Ukraine, close to a year. Uzbekistan, 2 years. Well, more now. Been very curious all my life. Learned how our other cultures are. Love meeting people. Met tons of people. I am a husband, a father, and a son. I have 5 kids. 2 of them live in the United States in Maine, and 3 of them lived in Moscow. Now I can't even say in between Moscow and Uzbekistan. That's a very interesting situation we're in right now. Of my role. I see the video started buffering a little bit. So mods, if it starts buffering, could you please send me email warning me? I'd really appreciate it. Where I currently live. I'm in Uzbekistan. I left Russia, and the reasons I will tell you a bit later, but I go online. I stream live every single day from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Um, what makes me different from other YouTubers, Russian English speaking YouTubers? Question I've been asked many times, and the best answer would be before YouTuber, before a professional, before an expert on a few things in Russia, I am the citizen, the voter, and the taxpayer. I am Russian. What makes me different from other Russians? That would be the right question. You know, over the last 9 months, I've been thinking and thinking, trying to answer that question. I've been asking myself, why am I different? Why my views are different? Why my values are different from other people here in Russia? And I think I recently found the answer. The reason I am different is, and how I'm different, is I have seen the grass on the other side. I lived in other countries. I was immersed into other cultures. I speak different languages. I know what the world looks like. I know that there are things beyond Russia. And I know how those things work, how societies work. I know what the differences are and what similarities are and what the values are and how some values are different and some values are so strikingly similar. I know these things. I have been out, I have been about, and I can compare. That what makes me different from all Russians. Well, shouldn't say all, most Russians, and from most Russian English YouTubers who have not had this experience of living outside Russia. Ability to compare, ability to critically think and critically compare. That's what makes me different. What is my trade? Another question a lot of people ask. I have two trades. Well, first of all, I went to school, two universities, and I studied economics at a Russian university and at an American university. Then I did some postgraduate courses on energy. I'm not an engineer, I'm an economist, but I've been in management all my life, pretty much. In the United States, I managed a small chain of hotels in North England. And then I moved to Russia and become business development director of a company that grew into Russia's largest energy facility construction corporation. At some point, we were number one in Russia. I think it was 2015. We are very known on the market. And I did business development for a long time. I took a sabbatical a few years from my corporate work to start my companies. I started 3 high-tech startups. One was success. We sold the company. One was failure, miserable failure. And another one, we broke even. Got lots of experience. I didn't become rich, but definitely got wiser. And I learned how to manage companies, how to start, to grow them, to sell them, and things like that. So, 2 major trades. First is hospitality, second is energy. Now, on November 1st, I am currently a free agent. Some say freelancer. I don't like this word. I'm not freelancer. I'm free agent. I'm trying to develop, well, I still keep very close connection with my company. The reason I'm not employed there is because the business is shrinking and imploding, basically, We only have few engineers left who are caring for the remaining projects. There are 2, and that's pretty much it. Russian our industry in Russia is been imploding. So there's not much work left. So I'm trying to develop business in Uzbekistan, but I'm strictly on commission. I'm basically unemployed, and I do YouTube. That is consuming most of all my time. Also, a couple projects, I'll tell you about. That's basically what my occupation is. How do you make living now? That's a question I've been asked quite a few times. Well, I just kind of I am a free agent, so to speak, and I am doing work on YouTube. That's basically it. Do you make money on YouTube? Oh, man, this is such a popular question. It's asked many times by many people. Very unhealthy interest to my income from YouTube. Yes, I do make money on YouTube. My channel has grown from zero without any help whatsoever. I did everything myself. I still do everything myself. I film, I come up with ideas, I edit, I do research before doing the live streams, I do the community posts, I edit pictures myself, search for pictures. I have not done anything. I have not outsourced anything whatsoever. So I do everything myself, and YouTube has grown into a large channel. So this is considerable income that has replaced my income from work, which is a lifesaver. Basically, without it, to live, I'd have to sell my apartment in Moscow and other property that I sell it anyway. But it would be really tough. YouTube has helped me tremendously, because when I had two incomes, I had been saving YouTube's money, at least part of it, and now it's a financial pillow, as we call it in Russia. So more money, but my income from YouTube is not my goal. My goal is I want to spread message. Actually, my goal is changed a little bit. And that is the next question. A lot of people ask, why do you go online every day? Why do you do so much work? Why you do not take any days off? Simple reason. I actually treated YouTube as my hobby before February 24th, 2022. It was my hobby. It was something I enjoyed. Quite a few of you, you actually were with me before February 24th. You remember my streams, my videos, totally lighthearted, totally fun, totally about like living everyday family life in Russia and things like that. Everything changed on February 24th, 2022. I strongly disagree with what Russia is doing in Ukraine. And at first, I decided to start doing YouTube every single day to give you the truth, what is happening in my country. Because truth is so scarce these days, and it's so rare, it's unbelievable. So I am in Russia, now in Uzbekistan, but my heart is still in Russia, and Russia is inside me. So I can safely say I'm in Russia, and I'm giving you the truth as it is, as I see it with my own eyes, as I understand it, my opinions, what I see and things like that. And I think it's incredibly important for the world to see. And the thing is, hundreds of thousands of people watch my videos and streams every single day. So my message gets spread finally. At first, I thought it's enough. At first, I thought spreading the message, finding the message, delivering the message, spreading it is enough. But then I started thinking that it's not. It's not enough. Something else needs to be done. I keep on standing up, but now I'm thinking what to do to fix this mess. To make something good for Ukrainians, obviously, for how to make actions so this stop of the bloodshed is sped up, so to speak, and how to rebuild relationship between Russia and Ukraine, between Russians and Ukrainians, and steps to this direction. And well, I will tell you more about the plans in the future streams. But this is my mission. It has evolved from just spreading the message out to doing something that is important, that is real, that is, that can make things better. That's why I keep on doing it every day. That's why I don't want to take days off, because this is not the time to take days off. This is the Western front. All quiet on the Western front, but definitely not the time to take nap and take days off. I only take days off when I physically cannot stream, cannot do YouTube, or I am so exhausted, tired, then I just literally pass out, and I just can't do anything. Other than that, but that doesn't happen too often, you know that. Other than that, you can count on me showing up and doing lives and making videos and other things. Another question I'm asked quite often, I don't really know why. I think people who ask me this question, they're a little slow. Please don't be offensive, okay? But I just don't know how you can ask me that. What is your political stand on the action in Ukraine? Well, if you want the answer, just join me every single day that I go live and I talk about actions that Russia is doing, and I give you my opinions and I answer the questions. Do I need to answer that question? Well, if I do, then I strongly disagree with the actions. I think it's atrocities. I think it's tragedy for Ukraine, and it's tragedy for Russia, because Ukraine is being affected. It's being partially destroyed, and Russia is also being destroyed. But Russia is going to be for generations, So that's what my stand is. How do you think it'll end? How do you think it'll play out? Another question people ask me. I don't know. Every single day, so it stops soon, and people start getting killed. That's the most important thing. After that, we will start rebuilding. We will start. But for now, we just need to stop the bloodshed. Time will tell. We will live and we will see how everything plays out. Mommy saying, cutting out every so often, not a lot. Okay. Not bad, says Amir. Thank you so much. Well, I will continue. Are you a possible target of Russia's mobilization? Hands down, absolutely, I am. I'm a male. I'm 46. Hands, 2 legs, 2 feet, one hand, or 2 eyes, one head. I'm nearsighted. I haven't done military service, but you know what? The latest I checked, they don't really care in the mobilization centers. They just need bodies. Okay. There's lots of proof. Officially, they're saying one thing. Unofficially, different thing is done. So I am a target. Are you feel free now or safer now than when mobilization was announced to be over by Vladimir Putin? Well, if you truly believe that mobilization is over in Russia, then please share of that some of the good stuff with me, so I'll be happy too. Because Vladimir Putin on the 21st of September signed the presidential decree announcing mobilization. He did not specify how many people mobilized, who will be mobilized, how long, on what conditions, and when this will be stopped. He left everything up to the Ministry of Defense. Very smart political move, but he thinks that he's not going to be held responsible for that. In reality, and then some 6 weeks later, he announced orally that the mobilization centers should not mobilize any more Russians. In reality, lots of lawyers talk about that. Lots of people have experienced that papers are being served, people get mobilized. It's just oral words, spoken words, people who come and mobilize men right now, after Putin said that, the men ask them, well, wait a second, that mobilization over. And then what those people tell, and they're absolutely right. They say, well, you know what? We have written order, and we are going according to the order. Whoever told you, after you're done with this mobilization thing, you come home, you can go and ask them what they said about, but we have our written orders. Anything else need to be said? I don't think so. Where is your family? I get asked this question a lot. I have a large family. I have 5 kids. Some of them in Maine. Some of them are in between Moscow and Uzbekistan. I have mom who's in Rostov. And I don't feel very comfortable whatsoever answering questions, personal questions about my family. All I can say is, number one, my family is safe. If they weren't safe, I wouldn't have been sitting here. I would have been with them in Moscow, in Rostov, in Uzbekistan, another city, just anywhere. I would have been with them, but they're safe. I'm not worried about their safety. Second, there are plans for my family that I don't want to announce. The only time I will announce once the plans are over and done. Okay, the targets, the goals are reached. And the third, if you want to get occasional updates on my family, sign for my Instagram account. And sometimes I post things about, pictures about, me, kids, wife, mom, there. So go and sign up for my Instagram. This is all I'm going to say about whereabouts, howabouts, and so-abouts of my family. That's all I'm feeling comfortable saying to you. Why Uzbekistan? Good question. I've been asked quite a few times. Well, because I lived in Uzbekistan before. I made 2 videos a couple years ago. Videos are called How to Make $1 Million Living and Working in Uzbekistan. Part 1, Part 2. Basically, I answered questions about me living in Uzbekistan 10 years ago. We had a business and our sales force was outsourced to Fergana and Tashkent. So I know this city, I know this country, I have friends there. My best friend is Uzbek, lives next door. I rent an apartment close by. He helps me a lot. And this basically the country that is very friendly towards Russians. There are tens of thousands of Russians right now in Uzbekistan, in Tashkent, and in general in Uzbekistan. And it's easy for non-resident to obtain paperwork for living, to get registered, to open bank account, and so forth. One of the few countries that welcomes Russians and really is friendly towards Russians. I think the combination of all those things has landed me to Uzbekistan. What are your living conditions here? My living conditions are awesome. I rented a large apartment in Tashkent in a central location. It's expensive, but it's good to accommodate my family, my mom, my wife, my kids, and welcome some other members of my Ukrainians who pass by. There have been two families already that stay with me for a short time, and one guy from Russia passing by. So this place has already been put to a good use. That's why I rented such a large place. I can fit. I live in a very central location in the capital of Uzbekistan, which is fantastic place. Climate is nice. It's warm. It's mid-November, but it's still in the 60s every day, sunny. I walk a lot. Um, I live right next door to an Eastern Bazaar, which is a fantastic place. I go there twice a day just to, buy freshly squeezed pomegranate juice, things like that, just to take my mind off. Tons of Russians to hang out with. Breakfast club where I bring broken Russians into a small community. We drink coffee, we eat oatmeal, English, American, or Bavarian breakfasts that I serve there. You know, I go in on long strolls to parks. So my living conditions are very, very nice. Very nice. The next question is, how is life in Tashkent? I'll partially answer that. Very nice. Tashkent is an awesome place, awesome city, welcomes Russians. Uzbeks are friendly, Uzbeks are nice. There's zero street crime here. Can walk around Tashkent at any time. Kids play here without adult supervision starting at age 2 in yards in front of the apartment blocks until late into PM, until late into after dark. No one touches them. Capital punishment. If you do something to a child, you get killed. If you steal a car, you get killed. They don't steal cars here. If you do something with drugs, use or sell or possess, you get killed. There aren't much drugs here in Uzbekistan. It's a very safe country. Generally awesome. If I was here, if Russia was okay, if I was on a business trip like I was before, if I was just knowing that, if I knew that I could buy a ticket and come back to Russia anytime soon, or instant, that'd be fantastic, Things are a little different, and my last question is, how are you feeling? People ask me how I'm feeling. My conditions in Uzbekistan are great, but I'm feeling crushed and down, not feeling well at all. Despite all these wonderful things, despite still having the stream of income, despite having the community support from you, despite having family support from my closest and distant family, despite all these wonderful things, sometimes I'm dying. And the more time goes by since February 24th, the stronger this feeling grows inside of me. I take lots of things personally, and I get a lot. Well, don't take that. Not take. This is the way who I am. I am very emotional, uh, mentally stable. I've never been depressed before. I've never been broken. I'm as stable as you can get, But all these things that have been happening between Russia and Ukraine, what Russia has been doing to Ukraine, they have been taking toll on me. And this is very hard. Very, very hard. It's accumulating right there. There's a certain threshold inside of me, and I think it's getting up to a threshold. I think that sometimes threshold is exceeded. The limit is over, and that's then I feel extra bad and I break down sometimes. It didn't happen often, but lately it happens more often. And yesterday was one of those hard days. And again, I would like to thank you so much for supporting, for nice words. 1,200 nice words, nice messages, nice prayers, nice wishes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world to me. I'm not going to answer them, there's just too many, but know that I've read them all, and it took me more than an hour to read them. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I feel like my generation, not just me, but I meet people every day for breakfast and just around when I walk in the city. I speak to people. I'm an outgoing person. So I know close to 100 people. I've met close to 100 people here. And new people come to Breakfast Club every day, and I see broken people. Broken people more and more coming from Russia. Um, some lost jobs, incomes. Some don't know what to do. Some lost meanings in their lives. Some are active trying to look for new goal, new life, like this darkness from what has happened, what has forced every single one of us to leave Russia and come to Uzbekistan inside of us. And it has, I mean, you can see it in people. I feel like this generation is getting lost. I don't know what to make out of it. I don't know how to take it. I'm living it every single day. I wake up, I open my eyes, I drag myself out of bed. It's difficult because I get 5 hours, six at best, because I finish my streams and then 5.5 hours. Um, I go to a breakfast and it's kind of like a little therapeutic thing for me. I come back, I work, I write chapter after chapter. I prepare for the streams. I do videos and things like that. But the thing is, I try to take it step by step. It helps me to get through, to get by. But if I kind of pause and try to look at everything from afar, I'm seeing not nice things. I'm seeing lots of people, myself including, getting lost. I'm afraid that we're going to be the lost generation. Just by the age, but by everyone who has taken this thing very personally, very closely. Time will tell, but this is how I'm feeling right now. I am so, again, thankful for the support that my family has been giving me. Without this support, I'd be dead. Literally, I'd be just depressed and not on the couch and not just getting up. But family, my kids, every time I think of Michael, Jake, Oля, Dasha, Sky, I get up and I jump up and I go. I go move forward. My wife, Natasha, she means world. And other members of my family, and you, online community, the mods, the most fantastic people on internet, let me tell you, hands down. And my family, my community, beauty. Without you all, I'd be dead. And I'm serious. Emotionally, I would be done inside. And that causes not good things to a person. So I don't know how it's gonna work out. I don't know where it leads to, but I know that every day I'll be getting up and doing just to get by. And then I start thinking about what to do next to fix things, to how to bring people together. At least just one person to next person, okay? At least person at a time, to let them know that they're not alone, that there are people in the same situation, to have them speak to other people, to get some kind of support, perhaps financial, perhaps emotional support. give some kind of you know, some kind of assistance. And then I've spoken to a few Ukrainians in Tashkent. I have ideas about what to do next, about our both countries. It's tough, just ideas, but we'll see how what. So to say that how you feeling right now is a I can really answer this question in a couple words. Um, Not so good, trying to get by, and that is it. This is just for today. I am ready to answer more questions that you might have for me. For that, I have to turn on, write the questions in caps. Be nice, be respectful to other members. Please be nice to me, because the least I think I know is, just bad stuff coming from the comments. Drinking tea. Lately, my tea of choice is the Twinings. Um, Fantastic stuff. I drink for breakfast. English breakfast. I drink Darjeeling, pure Darjeeling tea for night. I finished my Brodies. I finished Taylor's at Herod's, Harrogate. This is what I like. It's my favorite tea now. Oh, thank you, my friends. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for listening. Acting up today, so unfortunately. Looks like it's not the worst it's been. Comments are on. Not too many people. 1,200 today, but that's still great amount. Thank you so very much. I will try to answer as many questions as I can. If I don't get them all, please don't get upset. If you want me to notice and want to have higher chances, put in caps after inside Russia after @ so it appears in a large orange box. And if I don't answer, skip your question. Please do it twice or 3 times. Howdy, usual suspects. Great to see you. Thank you so much for coming again. You're my community. You're my home base. I really rely on you, not just on your opinions, but on your emotions, feelings, wishes, and prayers that you send. And you know what? Believe it or not, but they make the difference. Thank you so very. Mods, Mommy, Lorna, Harry, Bob, Black Cat, Amir. Howdy. First question is from Beirutus. Howdy, mine front from Manchester, UK. When prayer it is a call for political action and an organization justified and preordained as the right action for a country's future. I don't really understand the question. I'm sorry. Call for political action and organization justified and preordained as the right action for the country's future. Well, I guess that's the right question. Action for the country's future. Okay. If it's a general question, then yes. If you a question towards me, then you know what. I'm doing things. So, Agnes, thank you so much again. Usual supporter. Thank you so much. Love from me to you. Thank you. Дякую моc. Cyrus Asgari. Hey, I've been watching your channel for a while. I'm originally from USA, but my parents are from Iran. The East Azeriya side. I respect you a lot, praying for your country daily. It is said that Russia is going downhill. Cyrus, thank you so much. I've been to Iran. I've been to northern Iran, not the western part, but north of Tehran. Bubble, you must know the places. Very nice people, but very strange country. People are fantastic, Traveling all over the world, I have not seen bad people. Iranians are stranger than the Westerners for me, but when you get down to personal level, when they invite you to their home, when you meet them, when they feed you, take care of you, then this is incredible. And Cyrus, thank you so much for your support. Athern Nalo says, howdy from Massachusetts. Howdy, howdy. Howdy from inside Russia. Davis, no kidding. Heidi Grabber. Is it Davis, California? My gosh, I went there for summer session. Oh, good memories. Good memories. 1996. Hot. Oh boy, August, July, hot months in Davis. But fantastic place. Dirk, howdy. Gregory, hello from USA. Thank you. Leslie Fleming, howdy. Harvey. Sutcliffe, howdy, howdy. Koshkin Dome. Brother Randall, have you ever made Santi? No, I've heard of it, but I've never made Santi. You gotta live in Arizona. Well, I guess you gotta live in Tashkent and Uzbekistan in the summertime, but I've never done that. I lived there in the summertime, but I've never brewed Santi. Hello from Im Westen Nichts Neues. Type XXI Wolf. Guten Tag. No, guten Abend. Sophie, thanks for yesterday. Talking about Germans and remark was so important. Sophie, was a tough stream yesterday. Thanks for mentioning. Thank you. Damien De Silva. I watch and support what you do because you're emotionally and tactually honest, good. The bad and the ugly is the tapestry of life. I know. It is. It is. Thank you so much, Damien. It's always good to see you. Sometimes you disagree with me and you make it sound, how does make it heard. But that's okay. That all opinions are welcome, and we need to die for the right of other people have their own opinions, even if those opinions are not like ours. So thank you so very much. You're always welcome. Seeing you every single day. Julia Goddard. Sounds like we're all in the same boat of exhaustion. What can I say? It'd be nice to have Putin's audience and be face up with the cards. Do you think he's he's willing? Thanks for making me laugh. Face to face with anyone of his circle anymore. He sits in front of a TV somewhere, we don't know where. People say in the bunker someplace. And he speaks to he does the meetings and everything via Zoom or Skype or whatever, via TV. So I don't think he's willing to see us. Dawn, Thank you for what you do. What would you say to Russians that believe that already fighting World War III? They are fighting World War III in their heads. They're fighting themselves in the World War III, okay? I don't know what I can say to those people. I have talked to them numerous times. I have said many things, and it feels like you're knocking on the brick wall. Those are the ones that you can actually speak with, and there are some are not. So sorry, I don't know what to say to tell them. I've said everything I could. T Scooter, howdy from Texas. Howdy partner. No, I just said it wrong. Howdy partner. Something like that. Bob says night. Sorry, did you just wake up the beast? Did you wake up the Nightbot? Oh no. You're over Papa Bear. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oracle, are you able to get the YouTube's font soon? Worried about that? Well, I'm working on that. December 21st. I think that's when I get them. Keeping my fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'd be really messed up. Richard Burris, howdy, howdy. JKB, movies for Constantine to watch, non-exhaustive. The Pianist, Saving Private Ryan, The Boy in Striped Pajamas, Schindler's List, Platoon, The Killing Fields, Sophie's Choice, and Tissues Ready. Okay. The ones I have not seen of the list are The Tissues Ready, Sophie's Choice. Oh, get the... I didn't see that. The Sophie's Choice, and that's it. Schindler's List is one of my favorites, all-time favorites. Saving Private Ryan, all-time favorite. If there are three movies you want to watch about World War I and World War II, that would be Saving Private Ryan, number one. Western Nichts Neues, made recently in 2022. That's number two. And Unsere Mutter, Unsere Väter. That's a German series everyone must watch. Okay, when I watched that movie, I cried. And that movie is like when Germans were fighting Russians. Very honest, very touching movie. That just shows. That's basically these days you can replace Germans with Russians. What they're doing in Ukraine. That's the same thing. Number 4 is Das Boot by Wolfgang Petersen. That's also a nice movie. So thanks for the list. I have watched quite a few movies from the list already. Some of them are my most favorite ones. Thank you. Gotta check out those. Get the paper ready, tissue ready, and Sophie's Choice. Duke of Earl, howdy, howdy. Have you considered taking crypto for donations? Yes, I have working on it right now. Keep up the good work. You show the world that Russians are not defined by Putin. Thank you, Duke. Thank you for being as a part of this community. I enjoy your questions, comments, and I definitely know your name. And thank you very much for your support. There is a $50 super chat from Maria Cologne. Praying for Ukraine and Russia. Like my father used to say, keep the hope alive. Thank you so much. I pray every day. Always in my mind. Talk to people in Ukraine probably daily. Sometimes like every other day, something like that. Talk to Russians. Um, Definitely keeping the hope alive. Thank you so much for your support. It's huge. And thanks for being a part of the community. Wanda, thank you so very much. I appreciate the support. Message is very strong. Thank you. Elsha, the only thing have to offer is good wishes and love from the Netherlands. Oh, well, that's not the only thing. That's a huge thing. So Elsha, thank you so much for this and for just commenting. I see you daily in the comments, in the not super chats, but in the chat comments, So thank you so very much. Team Vanderloo, hello. Just saying hi. Cannot actually follow the stream, but will listen later. Thank you so much, Tim. Hope you like it today. Not as emotional as yesterday. Definitely easier for me today. Liat Esther, good evening from Israel. Shalom, Israel. Heidi Grabber, what country have you had the best food in? Oh, it's a tough one. So many countries have great food. The United States is unique because it has foods from all over the world, and they're great. Immigrants come and they cook their own way. As a universal, say is number one. France in Italy number two, and Germany because they have this awesome cuisines. Um, Always pleasure to come and eat there. Czech Republic. My parents lived in Prague for 10 years. I used to frequent Czech Republic. Like very much what Czech places have to offer. Beer is of course fantastic, especially the one that they brew in the restaurants. Then Knedliks, Georgia, the country is absolutely awesome. Armenia, Uzbekistan is very good. Ukraine, awesome food, very tasty. Ukraine is an awesome country in general. Love fish and chips and tea in England. Fantastic. Best tea in the world. Hands down, Um, I think that's pretty much it. Derek Gardner. Hello, Constantine. Have not seen you in forever. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Derek. Thank you for coming back. Hopefully, you see you more soon. J.S. Stoner. I went to UC Davis for the. I'm not sure what viticulture, but JR. Homeboy or homegirl. I'm not sure. What's this picture? The boy, homeboy. Great to see you. We went to the same school. We have same alma mater. I did not graduate, but I just attended. UC Davis is definitely in my heart. Oracle. Yeah, Davis, California gets pretty hot in the summer. Better believe it. 2 hours away from San Francisco, and San Francisco is. Davis is hot and Sacramento is hot. There's a super chat from Luke. Thank you so much, Luke. You're a great bloke, and I'm sure your best years are still to be lived. I sure hope so. All the best to you and your family, and get some more sleep. It helps with stress. Uh, you know, previously when I heard someone saying get some sleep, I would say, hey, you know what? I'll get some sleep in the afterlife. But now it's catching up with me. I'm on the verge of physical exhaustion, and it's not a good place to be. It's just, it limits me in actions that I take. I write less, I think less, I walk less, I do less if I don't get sleep. So thank you, Luke. Thank you for your support, and thanks for being spot on. And I do hope that my best years are still ahead. Ansgar Seelen, thank you so very much. I appreciate the support. No message, but this is strong in itself. David Sharp, the usual supporter, thank you. Hi Kay, sorry you're feeling so down. When you are reunited with your family, I'm sure you will feel better. Well, David, check. Perhaps there'll be some new news, you know. Was your company in decline before the war or just since February 24th? Take care, my friend. No, it was not in decline. It was actually doing quite well. The thing is, in energy business, at least in Russian, that's what you had before it all started. You had the project list. You had few ongoing projects. At least that was the strategy of our company. We had one to two, three, one to three, one, two, or three, one, two, three. From one to three large projects happening at simultaneously at the same time, meaning reconstruction, upgrade, or modernization, or build construction of a large power plant. One, two, or three projects, okay? Then up to 5 projects medium size, and about a dozen smaller projects. And that gave us the stability of doing business for a few years, because building power infrastructure is a very long-term game. So what happened, and some projects you finish, but you have a project list of a few, one of them, two of them, 5 of them happen. You sign a contract, and that's how you keep on going. What happened after February 24th? Almost instantly, the banks have stopped giving out long credits to fund infrastructure programs, because one simple reason: banks are trying to survive. Long-term game is in not their interests. The too much uncertainty. Some projects were financed from Russian government, partially financed. Financing cut in February, instantly in March. So a few projects are frozen, and some of are canceled. Some customers say, well, maybe in the future when the situation gets better. Now we understand it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse, okay? So we still have a couple ongoing right now, but the contracts are the ones that are frozen or canceled, and no new contracts on the horizon, okay? That's the problem. That's what, not just, but everyone else. And our company is actually in a better position because we still have a couple contracts are going on. Luke, I hope I answered your question. A couple super chats from, no, one from, no, I think that's it. Questions. Master Q 2.0, do you personally feel that your belief in God is what makes the craziness bear lifesaver? Without God, I would be lost. When I say I would be dead without the community, without family, probably not the right answer. Without God and community and family, I'd be dead. Without God, with God, I'd still have hope. God is huge, and before February 24th, it was a big part of my life. It has become bigger in recent months. It has become hard to explain. how was it called? I'm sorry. Not like I was religious, much more. Not like I, sorry, not like I've become much more religious, okay? But I feel God inside of me so much more. I feel His support. I feel His help. I feel that things happen, and I feel like it's a help from God, okay? So it makes, can't even say 100% better. It gives hope. It gives light. It makes me, like I said, that I wake up and I take step by step, and I move forward, even though when it's difficult. That's God is one of the engines behind. Perhaps the biggest engine. So definitely, it's huge. It cannot be underestimated. John Knox can confirm most people are decent. It's just some governments that are bad. You know what? I think all governments are bad. I've worked with Iranians, Israelis, Americans, Italians, Brits, you name it. I have also worked with Israelis. The Jews are my best friends. A Jewish family in Old Orchard Beach, Maine is like my family. I have friends in Moscow. I was a frequent guest at the synagogue in Moscow. My best friend in Moscow is also Jewish. He's half Jewish. Well, he's Jewish, but he's Ukrainian, Russian, this mix. Iranians, know a few Iranians, fantastic people. Italians, worked with Italians. He has Brits. One of my best friends is Brit. Well, he's born Ukrainian, but he's just, love Brits. Americans, my family, I consider myself partially American. All wonderful people. All governments are freaking bad. All of them. Even American one. Lori Hill, I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Thank you. KG1, BBC say generals on Russian state TV announced pull off from Kherson. No sign of Putin. My friends, I've been sitting today evening. I actually recorded a personal video to the mods mentioning that. The last few hours, things have happened. I will definitely talk about it tomorrow. Russians have officially left Kherson. They retreated. They're saying it, we moved onto the right bank of the river Dnieper. Im Westen nichts Neues. Russians entered Ukraine on the 24th of February. Ukrainians lived their lives. Kids went to schools. Men went to work. Women, did their thing, went to work also, did the housework, studied. People were sick, were getting better. They were living. All of a sudden, Russian rockets started flying. Then Russian tanks and Russian soldiers started rolling. Ukrainian troops started fighting, obviously defending the country. Everyone started getting killed. Ukrainians, civilians, Russians, soldiers, you name it. Mess. Russians pushed as far as Kherson, pushed the Ukrainians out of Kherson. In the process, many people were killed. In the process, life was destroyed there, okay? Then Russians said, Kherson is part of Russia. Historically, Russian land that was given to Catherine II. I don't know how to comment that, okay? But on 30th of September, it was a huge celebration. Vladimir Putin invited all this for new Russian lands that Russia grabbed. Governors appointed them. There was a huge celebration, and there were speeches like, Russia is there to stay forever. We'll never let go. We will never let our people, we will always stand behind them and stuff like that. 1 month later, they are leaving Kherson, and now, my friends, they're saying, we don't need Kherson anyway. It's not that important, you know. It's like a burned land. Let the Ukrainians have it. I don't know what to say. This is happening right now. Russian state media, politicians come out, the generals come out. Oh, we left Kherson. Why the fudge did you take it in the first place if you just left it, if you don't need it? Don't even get me started because as a fire starts burning inside, you know? So, thank you for 24 pounds, my friend. But you know what? I don't know what else to say. BBC is right, and you know what? BBC is always freaking right, okay? Don't just watch BBC, okay? I watch BBC and I get some of my information from your wonderful station, news station, okay? Don't trust freaking Russian news stations, but BBC is right. BBC is right. And I don't know how to explain. I don't know why. Well, they obviously were pushed out by Ukrainian army, but why did they take Kherson to leave it and say, well, we don't need it. It's not that important, not that strategical. Im Westen nichts Neues happening all over again. Black Ad. Take mom out for breakfast, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will do that. I'll do that, my friend. Well, she's not here, but as soon as she shows up, she comes, I will take her. Black Cat, thank you for being a great mod, and thank you for wonderful words that you write. Joy, inside Russia, do your kids in Maine watch the live streams? Do they know how many people consider you? First of all, I'm not a hero, Joy. I am far from hero. Just don't even say that again. I feel otherwise. That's out of the question. They do come, not as often, but sometimes they do. Jake was here a couple times, and then he watches the repeats. Sky watches. We speak, and sometimes we discuss. Sow it and hope it grows. Constantine, you spoke of not being rich, but you are rich. There is richness that flows through your heart, and you share that warmth, kindness with all of us, and all you meet. We are rich because of you. Sow it and hope it grows. Thank you. That is actually a very important observation, and it's true. A lot of people actually pay attention to how much money I make on YouTube. I call it unhealthy interest. I never ask this other people, but you know what? That's okay. My channel was at 0 not too long ago. 1 year ago, 9 months ago, New Year's, it was 4,500 people. 4,500 people. You know how much I was making from YouTube? Couple $100 per month. Just to go and have a nice dinner, buy ice cream to my kids, stuff like that. Not much. But I already felt rich. I felt like I was getting so much more than money, even back then, because we already had a community, small one, but community. You see, money is hugely important, but it's not so important as this, I don't know, sense of community, that stuff that you get from your community, you know, back from people, prayers, wishes, and money starts kind of like trailing behind. Okay, the channel started growing. um, I started making more money. More money started coming from YouTube, more sponsorships, more views, more commercials, and stuff like that. And right now, in terms of money, I can't say I'm rich, but I'm making income. Okay. But what I'm feeling rich at is the community, the you, because I felt absolutely miserable yesterday after I was done doing the live stream. I turned on the comments, I started reading them, and it was like soothing my soul. If it's not richness, then what it is? Um, Warmth, good wishes, prayers. I feel it, and this is being rich. I totally agree with you. And money comes behind. Money trails. Money is part of that richness. Somehow God gives. Thank you. Michael Yukon, so much fake information coming out of it's difficult to know the truth. The only truth is people suffering. I cannot imagine how you feel. You are right, my friend, thank you. It is difficult to know the truth. Even I, being Russian, speaking Russian, reading Russian news, struggle. I have to think extra hard to analyze, to get the bits and pieces of truth. You are right. And people are suffering. That is so right. I take them from people who are suffering. So I don't get it from the news. And I suffer myself. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. White Lightning 777. Putin's behaving like a criminal. He'll take whatever he can get away with. Russia already has more land than anyone else. With a decline in population, I'm glad you escaped from Russia. Stay safe. I disagree with you on one thing. Everything is, I agree. I disagree on why Russia grabs more land. It doesn't need more land. Putin needs one thing. He needs to hang on to his power. He'll do anything. He'll give land to other countries. He will grab land. He will make deals, or he will sell gas, or he will not sell gas. He'll do anything to keep his power. Okay? That's what I think of his position right now. He doesn't care about how much land. Do you think he cares about Kherson? You think he cares about Donetsk? About this? Do you think he cares about people there? He cares about power. That's one thing. No comment. I will never hate another person. Hatred brings only hatred. Quote. Alice Hertz Somner, Holocaust survivor. That beautiful woman was very wise. Check out some of her interviews on YouTube with her. Alice Hertz Sommer. Thank you so much. I will do. No comment. I appreciate the support and definitely thank you for the heads up. Richard Burris, thank you. I appreciate the support. And Sibo, thank you for your work. Your important window for understanding what's going on in Russia. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think it's time. Well, I'll take a few more questions. No super chats, but regular questions. And then that's it. Katharina Home. I sit in our garden in the moonshine in the city of Elsinore. Listen, Elsinore, that's California, right? Listen to you, send love and compassion. You are very important mission. Thank you so much, Katharina. I really appreciate. Thank you. I'm sitting there with you in my mind, in the beautiful garden in the moonshine. Raymond Buniak, Konstantin, how can I contact you aside from the chat? Believe I can help you. At least you will feel better. Well, try to email me. There's a chance I will answer, but that's going to be quite a while because just they pile up, Good WLB. When I think of Putin in a bunker and comes during the day, I hear you. Penumbra, thank you so much for 20 pounds. Thank you. Not thank you for being you. Well, thank you very much for support. Michael Yukon again. I don't believe it's a land grab. It's he wants his name in history only. Michael, it's all finished now. Destroyed. He understands his name will not be in history. He should have thought before. He should have thought before invading Ukraine, before, doing terrible things. Now his name is definitely going to be in history, but in a very different name, in very different way. I think that all he cares is because we're talking about days and weeks. We're not talking about years. He knows more days. He wants more days. He wants more weeks. That's all he wants. He doesn't care about his days, his name anymore, be remembered. He just wants more days, perhaps hours. Mary Meta, do many people in Russia watch your live streams? I don't know. From YouTube's statistic, not too many. But the thing is, Russian people have so many resources available to them. Professional media resources that work outside of Russia for the Russians in Russian. Russians don't need my YouTube channel. Literally, they have... I've said it many times before. They have such a great access to YouTube, to things like Medusa, to just you name it. There are so many great, decent, honest media resources for them. They're just not in Russia, but they're Russian about Russia, Brian Crook, 75 England. Hi, Constantine. When can we have a tour of Tashkent? Oi, not for some time, I've done some footage of bazaar, of mountains, but I'm still editing. I'm behind of everything. So I am, as soon as I'm done with editing, I have more important things. I need to finish at least 3 chapters of the book, and I need to do the filming before the end of the month. I am very sorry, but please keep on supporting me at least for a couple more months, so I can show you the complete product. Okay, so, and then there will be more Tashkent and things like that. Wonderful things like that. Black Cat, again, thank you for $2 for the support. Katarina Holm, thank you. Diana Smith, it's good to see how much you respond to the chat with others, but you're very tired. Would it help to move your streams an hour early so you can get a little more sleep? We already moved kind of an hour early because of the time difference. We do not change time here in Tashkent, and you do, so it's already 1 hour up. I'm afraid that if it's 1 more hour up, then the schedule would be destroyed. Michael Yukon, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you. I hope I have not missed anyone. The last question from Beam M. Maybe better to be transparent about how much you earn on YouTube. We see other creators commenting saying you earned... $100,000. Whoa. Thank you. That was funny. $100,000. One last escaped from... Where did this number come from? $100,000. Woohoo! Nice. I'm rich now. There was a stream, okay, on the 27th of September when I landed in Tashkent and went live, and I said, friends, I'm out of Russia. There was incredible amount of super chats. Somewhere around 7,200 or something like that. 7,200, that's a lot. 7,200. I had paid 5,200 for a ticket, so the super chats covered the ticket and the expenses here in Tashkent for first couple weeks. So that's even. My video, well, the stream, also earned quite a bit from commercials, from advertisement revenue, around $1,000, because it still is around either 600 or 700,000 views. Okay, so that's $1,100-$1,200, something like that. And then the rest, and then there were a couple, 2 streams after that with increased amounts of super chats, but they were in hundreds, not in thousands, okay? And everything went back to normal. Where does this amount of $100,000 comes from? And please, which other YouTubers, creators commented saying that I earned $100,000? Tell me who. Tell me so I can at least watch, okay? Because I know most of the creators that talk about me, at least the Russian ones. You know, let me know who is $100,000. Geez, that's interesting. You live, you learn. Yeah. You know, drinking Marvin English breakfast tea today. Excellent, Marvin. Sorry, 100,000. I heard the number of $20,000, but I didn't make $20,000. Now it's $100,000. Jeez. If I was making $100,000 per month, my friends, I'd be rich, you know. Time's up. Yeah, okay. This is great. This is just great. I'm gonna talk to Slava tomorrow. We're just gonna discuss that. This is fantastic stuff. $100,000. Now I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna write it down somewhere. Keep it. Hang on. That's Beam, right? Beam. You said that. Okay. Excellent stuff. Excellent. So Beam, please tell me who. The name. Please give me the name. Which creator said that I made 100,000? Angel Arch. You're absolutely right. If I made that much money, I'd be living in Maine right now. Yes. You are so freaking right. I would forget about everything in Russia, and I'd just I would move right after September 27th. In a few days, I'd move my entire family here. I would place them in Tashkent and would fly straight to the United States, you know. Oh my gosh. From Denmark. Howdy. Thank you, Klaus. Living in San Diego. Yeah, Susan W. I would be. I'd be flying from Maine to San Diego every week, you know. Now you can order your new BMW. Yep, for sure. Very expensive. An M5. Very expensive one, you know. The beasts. Andrew Eisen, thank you. I didn't think I ever seen you laugh. Me, that was funny. So crazy. Wanda, thank you. This, thank you guys. You supported me $10, $5. That adds up to 100,000 per month very quickly in a few days, just like that. Boom, they multiply because YouTube just grows the free. uh, Black Cat, no, you can't say naughty Lorna. Say a naughty word at Lorna. No, I'm sorry, my friend. Lorna is naughty and mommy. They're immune from anything. YouTube takes a lot of money. Yeah, 40%. I'm not sure about super chats. Perhaps 30, but that's called YouTube tax. Good to see Constantine. Love. Where is Beam? Where is his answer? I want to hear that. I don't care what you make from YouTube. What you do is worth it. Thank you so much. But trust me, it's not like freaking $100,000. Not even 20. Tom W. X Flying Tiger. Inside Russia. John and Nikki would love to know what your 3 top teas are. Twining English breakfast is one, right? Okay. Now, John and Nikki from Lake Shasta. How about that? English breakfast, Earl Grey, Darjeeling, and the third is pure Assam. Oh, the fourth. There are 4. If you buy those, think you'd be sad for a while. There's some good teas. English breakfast is stronger. Pure Darjeeling is a little lighter. Assam is stronger, and Earl Grey is also lighter. So stronger ones you drink in the morning, lighter ones you drink at night. Trust me, I've learned it in a hard way, because if I drink English breakfast at night, then it's hard for me to sleep. Yeah, more like 100,000 yen. Yeah, that's right. Maria, thank you. Beam, thank you so much. But please tell me, who did you hear that from? Where's your answer? Please. Guy L. No, I meant like Twinings teas. Well, my favorites so far are Twinings, Taylor's at Harrogate. Oh, I found Harrods. Brand. Okay, it's expensive, but it's here in Tashkent. I thought it's like a store brand, but if you write that that's one of the top 3s, then I will definitely try it. It's like small boxes and it's very fancy, but it's very expensive. But it's okay, I'll try it. Hey, I make $100,000 per month. I can try anything now. Woohoo! I keep on forgetting about that, Anyway, going. I know that's everyone is really upset with me now for so much time, but I was waiting for the answer from Beam. who he heard about $100,000. That's 1,200,000 per year. That's 9 months ago, I had like 4,500 people. I was making a couple $100. In 9 months, 1,200,000 per year. Come on, that'd be worth for business books. That'd be such a story. I'd be all over YouTube right now. Look at Constantine. He went from like 200 to 1,200,000. And that's what he did. I'd be selling the course. It's fantastic, Yeah. Nation Demon. Yeah, 5.9 to 94 estimated yearly earnings. But don't forget that that estimation, you probably heard it from, you learned it from, what you call in this thing called, uh, Social Blade. Very rough estimation. And the algorithm of Social Blade is very primitive, so to speak. It just calculates how much you made during the last period, like last few days. And if you have good days, then it shows, oh, you're making like $250,000. And if you made bad days, it shows immediately that you make, 5,000 per year, something like that. So trust me, that's much more like towards the smaller amount how much you make. That's crazy. Can I ride on your yacht? Rim Tobbins, come and ride. Yes, I have a huge yard. Yeah, okay. ENS, thank you so much. Thank you. My friends, please, let's pray. Klaus, a BMW 5 here in Tashkent is well over $100,000 because they have a huge tax. Incredible. German cars, foreign cars are very expensive here. My friends, it started, well, it's been fairly easy stream compared to the other ones, and certainly made it laugh. You made me laugh at the end. Thank you. Let's pray. Enough for laughing. There you go. Dear God, thank you so much for giving us this day. Thank you for putting food on our tables. Thank you for giving roofs over our heads and surrounding us with people that we love and who love us. Please help our children, keep them healthy and safe, and give us wisdom to raise them in the way that they never fight with one another and they make this world a better place when they grow up and become adults. Please stop the bloodshed in Ukraine. Reach out and touch hearts of people who can make the decisions. Fill them with love, with mercy, remorse, passion, compassion. Give them forgiveness so they make this bloodshed stop. Do actions that you know are needed to be done so this bloodshed is stopped. Please help every single Ukrainian who has been misplaced, affected, hurt, damaged. Please help every single person. Give them strength to get through it. Give them recovery. Soothe their souls, please. And give them that you know what to give, because I don't know what to ask for people in a situation like they are right now. Send them, every one of them, an angel to take care of them and keep them out of harm's way, so not one single drop of blood is shed anymore. Please help my country. Send the army of your strongest angels, led by Saint Michael, all armed with sharpest swords, to get rid of the demons, to remove the demons who have hijacked my country and who have been destroying it. Please make it run by the angels. Make my country shine. Make my country peaceful and righteous. Help everyone who's helping Ukrainians. God bless them. Help everyone who is traveling. Send help their way. Help everyone who is running for their lives, running away from danger, from tragedy, from rockets, from enemy soldiers, from politicians, from mobilization, seeking for freedom and better future for themselves and for the kids. Please send their help and send them good people on their way. Please help our countries, all of us. Reach out and touch the hearts of our politicians. Give them more love, give them more mercy, give them more common sense, so they make decisions that benefit all of us. Please give us all peace. That's what we need real bad. I'm asking for Europe, people who are cold right now, having problems with gas. Please send them help, give them warmth. I'm asking for Ukraine, people who are hungry and cold, without electricity. Please send them food and warmth and help. I'm asking for Russia, people who are losing hope. Please help them, send them hope. Please help them also. In the United States, I'm asking for people in America as well. Please send all people forgiveness and make Republicans and Democrats like each other and not fight with each other. Make them see things the same and make them unite and make them take actions united, so the actions make the country better. Please help the UK. People need help with the economy, with the living standard. And please help Germany, because this is the country of ancestors of my wife and her family. Please help all European countries and all countries in the world. Thank you for bringing us all together here. Thank you for giving us opportunity to be in this community and pray together. Help everyone who's praying right now and watching us pray. Make everyone's prayer heard and answered, and make everyone's wish come true. Dear God, I have a list of people who reached out and asked me to ask for your help. They need help with different things in their lives, with health, with relationships, with difficult situations. You know every single name of people on this list. You know more than I do how to help them. You know that they asking for your help. I am asking you today to help every single one on this list and answer their prayers and make their wishes come true. There are 4 children I'd like to ask on top of this list. They're Cadence, Sebastian, Maverick, Coulter. Please help them to recover. They're not feeling well. Help their families and help them. And also, please, everyone, help everyone who is not feeling well. Give them recovery. Thank you, dear God, our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. my friends, thank you very much for coming. Thanks for listening to my message. Well, it wasn't a message, it was a sharing my personal thoughts and answering questions. Thank you. There will be a message tomorrow, I promise. I'll try to make it a good and interesting one. Not necessarily lighthearted, but this is life. This is November 2022, and things are tough. Many things are very painful, very hurtful. So, hey, you know what? We're just gonna go and take it step by step, day by day. Thank you. You are absolutely awesome, all of you, and you rock. I really am happy and blessed to have you in this community. Thank you. Carthago delende est.